Let's look at the ethical concepts, the concepts that are in ethics. The first one is ethical issues. Ethical issues. An ethical issue is a problem or a situation that requires a person or an organization to choose between alternatives that are either right or wrong. It's where you have alternatives to choose from. They give you two options. You either do this or do that, when one of them is right and the other is wrong. And that is an ethical issue. Ethical issues are raised in the following areas. For example, where there is harassment, health and safety, privacy or technology, accounting, conflict of interest, environmental responsibility, diversity, and discrimination. So those are some of the situations that give rise to ethical issues, whereby you're supposed to choose between something that is right or wrong. You have alternatives to choose from. It can be one, two, it cannot be one. They can be two, three, four, and all that. Another concept we have is ethical dilemma. It is a decision-making problem between two possible moral imperatives, of which neither is acceptable nor preferable. Like when you have options but you do not like any of the two. Yeah, one of it will require you to violate your standards and another will require you to compromise. It is what they call ethical dilemma. So you'll have to choose. You either violate or compromise. Like one of them is not acceptable and the other is not preferable. Yeah, it's what we call the ethical dilemma. Then another concept is the ethical or moral relativism. It is a theory that holds that morality is relative to the norms of one's culture. Morality is related to one's culture. The morals that you have, it's related to your culture, where you come from, how you behave, Baganda, Basoga, Banyankole, Batoro. Yeah, their morals are related to their culture. Then another concept we have is moral realism or moral objectivism. This is the meta-ethical view that there exists such things as moral facts and moral values, that these are objective and independent of our perception of them or our feeling or attitude about something. You have an independent perception about something. Like what we had said, that some people believe that abortion is wrong and some people believe that abortion is okay. So if someone believes that abortion is wrong, it is wrong for them. It is ethically wrong for them. And if they abort, for example, if Sarah believes that abortion is wrong, morally wrong, if she aborts, she will be morally wrong to herself. Yeah, she will feel bad about it because she knows that it is wrong. And if someone else, maybe Susan, believes that abortion is okay, even when they abort, they will not feel any guilt because they already know that it is okay. And that is what we call moral realism. We have independent perception about things. Then another concept is called moral idealism. It is a personal moral philosophy that considers certain individual rights or duties as universal, regardless of the outcome. So moral idealism, it's when you dream of perfection, when you want perfect things. For example, if your goal is to end poverty in the world, when there is no poverty at all, it is perfection and it can never happen. Yeah, and it's what we call moral idealism. You always want something that is perfect. Another concept is moral reasoning, a thinking process which is the objective to determine what is right or wrong, to be able to reason and differentiate what is right from what is wrong. Then moral intensity, the degree that people can see issues as an ethical one. Then moral identity, the degree to which being a moral person is important to a person's identity. When you feel like if you're not ethical, you'll ruin your reputation. That is moral identity. Other concepts that we have moral judgment. Moral judgment is the determination or the evaluation that a person makes about an action or inaction or a situation in relation to the standards of goodness or rightness. Moral judgment, it helps you to judge. You judge or you evaluate the course of actions. Yeah, the alternatives that you have before choosing which one to take. Then moral awareness, it is the ability to detect or recognize and appreciate the ethical aspects or elements of a decision that one must make. Moral awareness, you look at the moral aspects of every decision. You look at everything in details before choosing which one to take. Then moral sensitivity. It is the ability to identify an ethical problem and to understand the ethical consequences of the decision made. Yeah, you understand the problem at hand and you understand the consequences of the decision that you've made or the decision that you're planning to make. That is moral sensitivity. Another concept is altruism. Altruism, it refers to the behavior that benefits others at the cost of oneself. Those things that always happen in Indian movies. Yeah, they sacrifice for the betterment of others. It's what we call altruism. The behavior that benefits others at the cost of oneself. Then we have ethic panic. It is a feeling of fear spread among many people that some evil threatens the well-being of the society. People always feel like there is something wrong and all that. Yeah, I think someone is bewitching me. There are witches in this society, something like that. It is ethical panic. And the last concept is ethical intuitionism. It is a philosophical belief that the objective moral truth in life, that human beings can understand this truth like using the intuitions. Intuitions is like your inner self, your inner feelings that you always get. Like we always get those feelings. You be like, I feel like something is about to happen. I feel like something good is about to happen. I feel like something bad is about to happen. And after some time they happen. So it's what we call the intuition, ethical intuition. You know it within you.